Hello everybody, and welcome back to the 32nd episode of the 2020 presidential election state-by-state prediction series. Today we have the crucial state of Michigan between incumbent Republican President Donald Trump and now the official Democratic nominee, Joe Biden. Michigan is a state that the Biden campaign absolutely must win this November, so let's get right into it with the 2008 presidential election results in Michigan, where Barack Obama won by 17 points, 57.33% in his column to McCain's 40.89%. It was a blowout victory that came after many news organizations shifted its rating from an important swing state to a state that Obama would surely win in. With a margin of over 800,000 votes, Michigan ended up going even further towards the Democrats than anybody could have anticipated. As it compared to the national average, with Obama's landslide victory nationwide, Michigan actually only comes out to 4.4 points to the left. Moving on to 2012, Obama's firm grasp on the state loosened, as his margin of victory was effectively cut in half. He won by a little over 9 points, with 54.21% to Republican candidate Mitt Romney's 44.71%. He also only won by 449,000 votes, still a convincing number, but just about half of what he won by 4 years prior. And again, as compared to the national average, it moved 1 point to the right from 2008, coming in at 3.15 points to the left. Then in 2016, as you all know, everything changed. Donald Trump miraculously won Michigan's 16 electoral votes, breaking a streak of 6 consecutive presidential elections dating back all the way to 1988, where the Democratic candidate had won. Trump won by 0.23%, with 47.50% of the vote to Hillary Clinton's 47.27%. This was the lowest margin of victory in Michigan's presidential election history, and was probably aided by Trump's unexpectedly large support from working-class voters in the state. Michigan was also one of 3 states where the final margin of victory, in this case 10,704, was inside the amount of votes Green Party candidate Jill Stein received there. As for how it compared to the popular vote nationwide, Michigan went 1.41 points to the right, a 4-point swing from 2012. And that does it for the historical election results portion of the video. And now let's move on to the data for 2020. In the 538 polling average, which weighs the recency and accounted bias of every single poll conducted, Joe Biden has a 7.4 point lead at exactly 50% to Trump's 42.6%. But when compared to the national polls, where Biden holds an 8.6 point advantage, Michigan noticeably is polling 1.2 points to the right, something to note there. As for 538's 2020 forecast, they give Biden a 7-point edge, with 53% of the expected popular vote in Michigan going to him, as opposed to 46% for Donald Trump. Then in the JHK forecast, they give Biden his largest margin of lead at 8.1 points, 52.6% for him, and 44.5% for Trump. Moving on to the Our Progress forecast, they've got Biden just a smidge lower at 7.9 points in front, with 52.4% for him and 44.5% for Donald Trump. And the next forecast, The Economist, has Biden exactly 7 points ahead, with 53.5% to Trump's 46.5% in a two-way race. And finally, a new forecast I'll be including in here, my official EP forecast, which I'll present to you sometime soon, has Biden leading Trump by just 6.2 points in Michigan, with 51.9% to 45.7% as the expected popular vote margins. And so, as always, all of that is combined and averaged out to bring you this data consensus, where Biden has a 7.2 point lead at 52.2% to Trump's exact 45%. I know that's a lot, but there you have all of the data. And with that being said, the polls have now closed in Michigan, and let's go to our EP studios for a key race alert. 12% of precincts are reporting in our first update from Michigan. Joe Biden is out to a considerable early near 100,000 vote lead in the early going. 56.49% of the vote is in his column so far, with Trump behind at 40.27%. This is a state the Donald Trump campaign started to pull funds out of in the months leading up to the election due to lagging polling numbers, so it should be interesting to see how things unfold here. We've got 43% of the vote coming in now out of Michigan, and take a look at this. President Donald Trump has taken a lead in a state that he himself doesn't expect to win tonight. Michigan is not in his campaign's expected path to 270, but it certainly is for Joe Biden, as a loss here would be a devastating blow for the Biden campaign. Trump leads with 49.64% to Biden's 47.9%, and he has a 36,000 vote lead. Still, over half of the vote is unreported and yet to come in so far. With 70% of the vote coming in out of Michigan, Biden supporters can breathe a collective sigh of relief to see him back in front of Donald Trump by over 100,000 votes. Michigan's 16 electoral votes are a must-win for Biden, and his significant lead here is a good sign for the campaign's plans tonight. He leads with 50.57% to Trump's 47%. With 86% of precincts reporting in Michigan, we appear to be getting closer and closer to a key race projection here. Biden has extended his lead to over 200,000 votes now, 51.22% going for his campaign, to 46.18% for President Donald Trump. After the scary early results, Michigan is shaping up just about as expected here. Joe Biden has won Michigan's 16 electoral votes. The former vice president to Barack Obama has won the state and brought it back into the Democrats' column from 2008 and 2012, as he defeats Donald Trump by a little over 6 points in Michigan. He wins by 214,000 votes and with 52.04% to Donald Trump's 45.73%. No real surprise here, as this was a state expected to be won by Joe Biden. The only question was by how much. And let's take a look here at the county map, along with 8 of Michigan's bellwether counties. Monroe, Shiawassee, Van Buren, and Lenawee County have voted for the eventual winner of each presidential election all but twice since 1952, while Eaton, Manistee, Calhoun, and Macomb County have done so all but 3 times. Joe Biden won in 5 of 8 of these counties, including Van Buren County, by a margin of just 0.2%. Eaton County, Manistee County, Calhoun County, and Macomb County as well, while Donald Trump won in Monroe County, Shiawassee County, and in Lenawee County. Whether or not these counties continue their good form in predicting presidential winners remains to be seen, but looking at the updated electoral map, Joe Biden now holds 151 electoral votes to Donald Trump's 175. He has won in the swing states of Arizona, Colorado, Pennsylvania, Virginia, New Hampshire, Maine, and now Michigan, while Donald Trump has won in Florida, Georgia, North Carolina, Ohio, and Iowa. Finally, in the updated United States popular vote, Trump's lead has shrunk down to below 1%, as he leads by 642,000 votes nationwide. And that does it for today's state prediction. I hope you all enjoyed. Please make sure to like the video down below if you did, as well as subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Also, check out more content on my channel here. Thank you all so much for watching, and tune in next time.